embark on an extraordinary journey through the rich tapestry of Halloween history, tradition, and tales. It takes us to the most haunted residence in New York. This elegant townhouse is home to countless sightings and unexplained events. Not just tales of those who lived here, but ghostly encounters that draw brave souls seeking answers to the unknown.
If you want to experience a haunted house, a real haunted house, this is the place to come.
We venture into dimly lit rooms and up shadowy stairs with a paranormal expert.
Never seen that door open, and I've never seen the light on, ever.
Joined by a spiritual crossing guard, we listen with bated breath for whispers from another realm. Will we uncover evidence of the supernatural? Or will the secrets of the merchant's house remain elusive? Just to be clear, there's nobody in this house.
No, we're the only alive people in the house tonight.
We'll dive deeper into the origins of this beloved holiday to reveal its ancient roots and how they intertwine with modern celebrations, reminding us of the power of storytelling. Halloween is famous for its scares, but there's also a heartwarming side.
Say pumpkin! Pumpkin! Yeah!
Pumpkin patches have become a cherished destination for families.
We just love having fun with the kids.
A time for laughter, creativity, and bonding.
All right, let's go pick a pumpkin.
Join us for a night of enchantment and discovery.
Oh my God, you just did it again.
And prepare to be captivated by the spirits of the past.
Things are in a web of connections.
The energy's here.
And the timeless allure of Halloween. Tonight, we're taking a journey into the enigmatic world of the paranormal at the most haunted residence in all of Manhattan. Deep in the heart of New York City, the Merchant's House stands as a place where time stands still and spirits of the past whisper their tales.
My name is Dan Sturgis, and I am the Merchant's House in-house paranormal investigator.
Maybe there's no place in New York City where time has stood still. The Merchant's House is a stately residence. It's been standing proudly on East 4th Street for nearly 200 years. Built in 1832, it was the home to the Treadwell family, a prosperous merchant family of that time. Step inside and you'll be transported back to an era long gone. Back when the streets were illuminated by gas lamps and horse-drawn carriages filled the air with the sound of hooves. Time has passed, but the Treadwell family always held on to their beloved home, preserving it with remarkable care. And now, it's a museum. That's the couch that the Treadwells would sit in.
This is the couch that the Treadwells would sit in. This is the fireplace that they would gather around. All this stuff, this piano is the piano that the Treadwell children learned how to play when they were little kids. Merchant's House is a time capsule, for real.
It really is.
Yeah.
And if you're here at the right time, and if you're quiet enough, maybe these walls will whisper to you.
Yeah, you know, the house has been very generous with activity.
As visitors began exploring the house, some claimed to experience the inexplicable.
All the workers were having experiences in the house, and they started writing it down. So somebody in 1936 witnessed a woman walking down the stairs in a brown dress, walking into the kitchen drinking a cup of tea. And it's still happening up until a few weeks ago. Somebody had an experience.
A few weeks ago?
A few weeks ago, I think it was a child saw a man in Seabury's room right above us.
A chill in the air, footsteps clomping up the stairs, or a distinct feeling of being watched. The rumors of ghostly occurrences spread like wildfire, turning the Merchant's House into a hotbed for paranormal enthusiasts eager to uncover evidence of the supernatural.
People do react differently. I've been here on tours where people have fainted, people have thrown up, people have gotten just freaked out and ran out. Will something happen tonight? I certainly hope so. We're due for something to happen here at the house. It'd be amazing. We'd be part of a really cool club. We're about to walk through the house and get a feel for the house and ask some questions and do a sort of a mini paranormal investigation, an abridged paranormal investigation. Is it dangerous? For me, the only danger in this house is falling down the stairs.
In fact, the only person to suffer an untimely death in this house was on the stairs. In 1907, Phoebe Treadwell tripped down these stairs and broke her femur. At the age of 78, that fall ended her life.
We are going to go to probably the most active room in the house.
Little did we know what we were about to experience would have our hair standing on end. You're watching Snapshot New York's Halloween special. The Merchant's House, home to the Treadwell family for its first 100 years. The last 100 years, home to their spirits. Filled with strange noises, unexplained occurrences, and numerous sightings.
There's this whole incredible multidimensional universe in between all of that, rich with existence.
Diana Navarro is a spiritual crossing guard. She and fellow empath Lynn Schilling have a special sense with those in this realm and the next.
When we entered here, I almost wanted to just go straight over there.
With every step she takes, Diana trusts her instincts, seeking signs from the other side.
I feel a vibrating, very high-pitched vibration.
Is there any danger in what we're about to do?
I don't think so. Number one, we're doing it respectfully. Number two, the energy seems, at least what I'm feeling, is really grounded, centered, positive.
We've been here for a little while and I don't feel anything negative, a force at all. I feel actually it's very free-flowing, it's a beautiful energy. I feel like there's multiple energies at this point.
Her empathetic nature allows her to perceive the emotions and experiences of those who have crossed over.
I had chills downstairs and I felt like it was coming from here.
And reminds us, not all connections are frightening.
Not everything has to be a distressful mystery. But there's a lot of mystery too.
It's around 3 a.m. as we're walking the Merchant's house. And in the dead of night, the dead speak. Just to be clear, there's nobody in this house.
No, we're the only alive people in the house tonight.
Along with paranormal expert Dan Sturgis, we tour the house, asking for any signs.
In the paranormal world of parapsychology, this is an EVP session, electronic voice phenomena. Anomalous voices that aren't heard at the time of the recording, but upon review, we might hear a voice.
I am not afraid.
That's the first thing Dan says.
Don't be afraid.
That's crazy, right?
Dan has been investigating this house for years. The audio he's collected here confirms this is a house of history and mystery.
Anything that I can play for you, anything that I've experienced, I know what I experienced, and I believe that this house is still the home to the Treadwells.
Between conversations, he captured audio of something unexplained. For centuries, mirrors have been thought to be a portal between the world of the living and the world of the dead. There are mirrors in nearly every room of this house, but one in particular reveals a hidden secret.
Now, I have a photograph of that mirror with a gentleman in that mirror. If we can get your first and last name and date of birth, that would be fantastic. We thank you in advance.
This is the picture of the man in a black robe with a long chain around his neck. Sturgis sent it to Photoshop experts for layering analysis.
They told me that it was not a reflection. They think it was something behind the glass of the mirror.
If the human experience transcends the boundaries of life and death, the connections forged between these two worlds can be different every time. Sometimes it's ringing a bell, but oftentimes it's transmitted through electricity.
Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I haven't come to the house since 2005, so almost 20 years. Never seen that door open, and I've never seen the light on.
What?
Ever.
That room was the archives, full of photos and documents, but no ghosts that we could see. Room after room, we searched and asked questions.
Are you always here?
with no answers. Just a more profound appreciation for the beauty of this home and the family that lived here.
They would be appreciative that we are respectful of their space. This is their space, and we're visitors. As long as we keep that respect, I think they're pleased. They need to share this with the world.
Yeah.
This place needs to be shared with the world.
But just when we thought we were done, one of the original residents made contact.
It did it when you said please.
We'll show you exactly what we saw later in the show. But first, a tour of the #1 rated haunted house in New York, guaranteed to make you scream or laugh.
My name is Seven Carter, and welcome to A Haunting in Hollis.
From the basement to the attic, it's 4 stories of scares and giggles.
It's so hilarious. I don't know why, but it's just like this thing that tickles me inside. It's like I'm sitting there waiting for them to find out that it's actually a trick.
Do you sometimes find yourself giggling, waiting for that
Not
moment?
sometimes, literally every time. Every time I'm sitting lurking in the dark, I'm like, I can't wait.
Seven let me tag along as she put on a mask and waited.
Honestly, I could hear you giggling underneath your mask.
That's bad.
It's knowing that you're safe and knowing that they're completely safe, but they're scared and seeing that terror in their face for just a split second. Is that everything?
It's everything. It's everything. It's like a whole buildup. It's like I feel it right now coming inside of me, actually.
What makes A Haunting in Hollis unique is that it's Seven's real home.
We are standing in, this is actually my bedroom.
She knows every nook and cranny and how to make each one spine-chilling.
We are playing with our inner childhood when we're doing it. It's nothing malicious. It's just, you know, satisfying that little tickle that's inside of us. And, you know, that's one thing that when you scare someone, you get a complete sense of relief and satisfaction because you're like, I did my job. Like, I completed the mission, you know?
Seven plays multiple characters, taking secret doors between rooms quickly and quietly.
Okay.
It always leads to the same reward, a blood-curdling scream.
I do different methods, though. I do, like, you know, the peekaboo and then run. And then I'll do the, like, crawling at you really fast. And then they'll, like, go screaming and running. It's hilarious. I love scaring people, but if someone were to be in that maze and they got me, I would be so upset.
A Haunting in Hollis has been rated the #1 haunted house in New York City. It can take a half hour to get through, but it leaves an enduring impression.
I just feel honored, to say the least. But I also feel like it's hilarious because this is my story and I'm sharing it with the world.
While some of the scenes are graphic, the general gist of the house is lighthearted, fun scares. Seven reminds us the scare is more about the laughter than the fear. And even some monsters can be good.
This is what I love. This is literally, I'm living my dream, as this career is my dream career, literally. And I get to use my creativity. I get to, you know, think outside of the box. And to be able to share that with other people is just priceless.
We'll change the mood when we come back with a reminder that sometimes the simplest traditions can bring us the greatest joy.
Do we want this one? Mommy likes this one.
The Snapshot New York Halloween special continues in a sea of jack-o'-lanterns. Every October, as the leaves change color and the air turns crisp, the spirit of Halloween wraps itself around us. It's a time of the year when children and the young at heart delight in the thrill of the supernatural and the allure of the unknown. But how did this celebration of the macabre come to be? Our tale begins more than 2,000 years ago in the land of the Celts, now Ireland. They celebrated the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time of the year associated with death. They believed the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead blurred for one night a year, October 31st, the night when the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth. They believed this nexus between the past and the present made it easier to predict the future Prophecies told on that night were an important source of comfort for the long, cold winter ahead. When the Irish came to the New World, cultures collided, and what emerged was an American tradition. To avoid being terrorized by the ghosts, they chose to blend in by wearing scary disguises. Over the years, it's evolved into a day of activities like carving jack-o'-lanterns, wearing costumes, and trick-or-treating. A far cry from its mystical origins. With its roots steeped in ancient tradition and rituals, Halloween has woven itself into the fabric of the American tapestry. It serves as a reminder of our collective past, a celebration of the present, and a nod to the unknown future. Halloween is a testament to human imagination, resilience, and our timeless desire to understand the world around us and the world beyond.
This is a good memory for families to have.
In the heart of Queens, amid the hustle and bustle of New York City, there's a patch of land where time slows a little. Here at the Queens County Farm Museum, even the most modern of cities gives way to the simplicity of the grazing lawnmower. Today, we're here to witness a special harvest tradition.
We got to pick out the pumpkin. They pick it out, it's theirs, it's part of it's something they've done for themselves, and we take it home, we look at them, we paint them sometimes, and they just, overall, it's an amazing experience.
They, like many others, are embarking on the annual ritual of selecting the perfect pumpkin.
You like that one? Do you like this pumpkin?
But it's not just about the end result, it's about the journey.
Where you going? My daughter, she's pretty excited about Halloween. Every day, randomly, she'll just cry out, pumpkin, happy Halloween, trick or treat.
It's also about the hands-on discovery and the thrill of the hunt.
Do you like the pumpkin? Which one do you want? Layla, do we like this one?
In the eyes of a child, this sea of orange is a world of enchantment. Each pumpkin is a possible new friend, or a canvas for something spooky.
Be like a good ghost. This might be the top here. I like the bigger ones. The biggest one you could carry. Those make better faces.
Every pumpkin presents its own challenge, a new adventure, the first lesson in decision-making.
A toddler's tantrum is scarier than Halloween.
And understanding their strengths and limitations.
Yeah, because I just hold it.
It's in these simple moments that magic happens.
All right, let's go pick a pumpkin.
Yay,
Pick your favorite one.
this one.
This one's your favorite one?
This day is really about shared laughter,
Yay!
the loving encouragement, and of course, great pictures.
Oh, love it. You girls look so good.
Say pumpkin.
Cookie.
It's good to have pictures to look back at. If you don't have good pictures, then you don't have any memories to look back at.
It's about families growing closer, bonding over the pursuit of the perfect pumpkin.
It's not Christmas just yet. It really doesn't matter what I do as long as it's with her, as long as we're creating memories together. I'm here for it.
And as the air chills, we remember the warmth of these moments. Here in this humble pumpkin patch, nestled in the heart of Queens, the spirit of family doesn't just survive, it thrives. We're headed back to the most haunted house in New York City to wrap up our paranormal investigation. And what was captured on camera had one of our photographers questioning everything. So far, we've taken you on a trip through the pumpkin patch, a behind-the-scenes look at the #1 rated haunted house in New York, an investigation into the most haunted house in the city, showing the beauty of this 200-year-old time capsule. But it's what happened after our shoot that took our breath away. In the wee hours of the morning, photographer Chris Gay was wrapping up and shooting beauty shots when he captured something.
The chills start down the back of your neck.
We know energy cannot be created nor destroyed. So the theory is the energy from the spirits can be transmitted into our world through electricity. So after a light flickered, Chris performed a little test.
Could you do that again, please?
It did it when you said please.
Could it have been just sheer happenstance? Sure.
Coulda.
Dan, what did we just see?
Could that just be The lights flickering? Yeah, it could be.
I say we go up right now.
Let's go.
Sure.
So we went back, one final investigation of the paranormal at the merchant's house.
Can you prove to us you're here? Please?
I think you were just the lucky one to get a glimpse to the other side.
Dan reminded us our energy can sometimes spark theirs.
Okay, we're gonna leave again.
All right, high five, everybody.
So we celebrated the moment. And guess what?
Oh my God, it just did it again.
Once as happenstance, twice as a trend, but 3 times? It was too obvious for us to ignore. We had an experience at the most haunted house in New York. When you hear the word paranormal, you usually think of something violent or horrific. But the truth is, those paranormal connections could be, and most likely are, with people who are just like you and me. So until then, keep your heart open, your mind curious, for the world is full of wonders, both seen and unseen.